guys, welcome back. I've noticed that on the channel, a lot of times we sort of help each other out. Like, I'll make a video and someone will say, "This is really timely, thank you so much." Or you guys will make a comment or ask a question. It'll be at a time, I need it, and it's like confirming something you guys probably aren't aware of. Somebody, there's so much noise going on in this house tonight. Somebody asked if, Odin and Thor, are they safe? Are they okay? Can you work with them? But, of course you can work with them. All gods are safe. I know it can be scary when you get into studying any gods, especially the Norse gods, because unfortunately a lot of bigots and a lot of hate groups, hijack our gods. But, those people don't speak for our gods, and I know it's hard to remember. We all stumble and fall at times. Myself included. And you can run into elitists that will say, no, you can't work with them, or whatever. And both Thor and the Allfather are, unfortunately portrayed by a lot of people. But I found them to be very caring. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I discussed this, but Friday, I just felt blah. And I have, you guys know I have this altar on my right shoulder, and I have it for Odin, and he insisted Loki be up there, and I have Thor on the bottom part. And I'm cleaning it, and I'm like, doing my thing. As soon as I had it clean, and it's Friday, so it's like Freya and Freyr's Day, it started to rain. And I'm like, Thor being connected with the rain as well. And I'm like, well, there you go. They confirm their appreciation of us. They're aware of us. And you can certainly start to work with the Norse gods if you haven't worked with them before. And don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody say, oh, you have to have them in your blood or blah, 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 blah. The gods approach, those they want. Longtime followers know I have gods from all over here, but those are gods that approached me, and Lokean is the one that will pin my ears back and say, now you look, a god chose to approach you, and that's an honor for you, tiny little human. You will be decent and not shame your god. So, yeah, you can most definitely work with Thor, work with Odin. You don't have to fear them. I know sometimes Lokeans as well, to big up Loki, they will like, oh, the Allfather is terrible. That is Loki's blood brother. Some say full brother, some say father. I mean, people have all kinds of relationships for them, and neither one will ever step in and correct you or, say this is this or this is that. So, they're family. And Thor is his nephew. Thor is Loki's nephew, and Loki's very fond of his nephew. He's very protective of him. And they're very sweet and gentle in my experience. I will admit, like the first time I saw Odin, he appeared, and he was either on Sleipnir's back or he was in someone else's, another mount's back. And yeah, when the Allfather appears before you dressed all in black with a black cloak, and he's on a horse and it's rearing up, you're like, yeah, that can take you by surprise. The Allfather can take you by surprise and give you God awe, A-W-E, like actual awe, inspiring. And that's okay. The Allfather used to, and still does, travel among men disguised, but there are certain paths he have that have a lot of trouble hiding who he is. So yeah, it's okay if he spooks you a little bit at first. It's okay if Thor's a little spooky at first. They are strong gods. They're not teeny tiny, repackaged, sanitized for your protection, but they won't hurt you. They're both warriors, but they both have gentle sides. Odin is for bards and poets as well. And Thor is for farmers, and generally most people in days of old, they were farmers. They were peaceful people. The raiders that so many people glorify today were in the vast minority. Most people had common sense. They were going to stay home on the farm, and they might not have had riches, and they might not have had power, but they really didn't care to. They were happy. They stayed at home. And so, yeah, our gods are very good gods. They're very loving gods. They're kind gods. They're not going to smite you in their holy wrath or anything else. You don't have to fear the All-Father. You don't have to fear Thor. You don't have to fear Loki. Likewise, if you're working with the Norse gods and you have other gods coming in, you don't have to fear that the Norse gods are going to get angry and jealous and, smite you or smite them or anything. Usually, we all have different portions. So I hope that helped, and the question was actually very timely for me because it answered something about working with certain gods, so I give thanks as well. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.